eyes on me. I'm getting hooked up down with these big frowns. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really get drunk. Put my goose up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity yourself. Don't make way for a prodigy.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Ready. Okay, cross field. Ready.
This quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready.
They'll come up
Ready.
now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Ultra. Field. Field.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, go field.
A give to Haskins up the middle.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
You look at this Niner defense.
They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before you get much out of it.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Haskins trying to pick it up.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football.
Touchdown!
Tommy Tremble.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
49ers nothing. Matthew Wright set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Drive begins with a carry by Davis Price.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
2nd down and 3. Another touch for Davis Price.
And he's got room. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
At the 40-yard line.
Shotgun and then a handoff to Davis Price.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
The Niners now at 2-5 to start play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Give to Davis Price up the middle here.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the
45 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
46. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. Handoff right side, Davis Price.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Davis Price up the middle.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And out of bounds right around the 20. A good decision in the end to pull and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st.
And we both know there's a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Davis Price once more.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Set, hut. Hut.
Off the play fake, Young. And his throw is incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw it out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Red. Check right. Ready.
Here's Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Young to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the 1st by a few yards. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the 1st half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obvious. To run by guys, and that time there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They'll toss it right side to Davis Price. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6. Davis Price gets this one out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They're going to look to throw. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And his kick is absolutely perfect.
For almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That is since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Ready up.
2nd and 9.
Strike. Check. Strike.
The left side throw complete to Adams. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Running for it, Haskins.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
1st and 10, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
Now the ball comes loose.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Haskins now on 1st and 10.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Young off the play fake.
Check down, complete to Haskins.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Haskins.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
First down, they'll stick with Haskins.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Ready?
Here's Young from the shotgun. Flushed out right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down.
And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
49ers 6. Matthew Wright set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
They go play action here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll set up to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Davis Price.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Now back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Hey, check mega. Set,
Haskins with a run to begin the drive. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Check, smash. Yellow, line. Yellow, go. Hey, go steal. Ready?
They run it again with Haskins.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Red, cycle.
The play fake, now Young. And it's complete to Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, play a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Straight ahead, here's Haskins.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3rd and 12.
Young will set to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Young on first down. They'll roll him out right.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Option play. Here's Haskins.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers are able to add on to that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And this returnable for Hines.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Handoff now. It's Haskins. Down to about the 45.
For that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
2nd and 6. Another run for Haskins.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll run it right side with Haskins.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9. Now Haskins on a give left side.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Fights through and now a crease. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Check you. Ready.
They'll try to throw now. Young. It's caught here by Adams. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's a run from Haskins.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Hassan Haskins with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
49ers 13. Matthew Wright set to kick off.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Another touch for Davis Price.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still, some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
He'll drop to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
A give to Haskins up the middle. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Ready.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Young.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On the set.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start with Davis Price on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here we go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man. Middle of the field.
Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On the set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Jair Brown on the stop there.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Ready.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Down.
3rd down and 6.
Set.
Young working out of the gun. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Ready up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Ready?
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll run again. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
First down 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready? Hey, check that. Street.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense. Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six.